All right, and welcome into Fox 10 Live. This is a storm tracker alert day. We have some severe weather moving in.
Yeah, meteorologist Jennifer Lambers, of course, here with us tracking all the things going on throughout the day because we knew today was coming and that there was a risk. So talk about what we've got going on right now.
That's exactly right. We've been keeping you updated for the past few days. Meteorologist Matt Barentine and myself earlier this morning. Chief Meteorologist Jason Smith and I, we already did a cut-in not too long ago for an active tornado warning out there that's just barely in our viewing area. It was closer towards Hattiesburg, but we're going to be dealing with this heading into the rest of this afternoon, this evening, overnight, really two different rounds coming into play. And our biggest concerns that we're looking at is gusty straight line winds and also a tornado threat.
So you need to be watching Fox 10 through all of our broadcasts throughout the whole day because you never know, it could be in your area, right?
That's exactly right. Yeah, so we already have that tornado watch that's currently in effect, but with this threat going into the overnight hours, the apps, they're going to be important to have those alerts, have those warnings, and also wake up during them.
It really speaks to the kind of weather we have here along the Gulf Coast and in the Port City. This morning, we saw some rain, then the sun came out, and here we are again.
That's exactly right. And honestly, with the meteorologist standpoint here, that sunshine, it was a little unsettling because looking at the sunshine, you step outside, you feel the warm temperatures, you feel the humidity, all of that only increasing the instability out there across the Gulf Coast. Now, I did mention that tornado warning that we did jump in for earlier. As you can see, the National Weather Service did go ahead, cancel that warning there. So no longer in effect for Greene County, Mississippi, the little sliver there on that northwestern portion. But you see all of that yellow on your screen, and that is going to be that tornado watch. That is going to be in effect until later on for this evening, heading into tonight. And although the Florida Panhandle not included in that, they're still looking at the potential for more of those strong to severe storms heading into the overnight hours. So it's going to be important. Download that Fox 10 weather app. You can just point your phone's camera right there at that QR code on your screen. It'll take you directly to the App Store or the Google Play Store, and that way you can stay updated. Again, that tornado watch has been, or tornado warning has been dropped off. There was just some of that rotation. We were noticing it looking just a bit more broad out there, but still noticing some of those lightning strikes beginning just to ramp up there. So we'll keep a close eye on that area as it continues just to push further off. But here's a look at satellite and radar. It was quiet out there earlier today. Now we're starting to see some of those showers beginning to fire off. Our inland areas still not quite seeing any of that lightning activity out there, but closer towards Flomaton, Century, and Jay, up towards Uri, Monroeville, and Choctaw Bluff. Just some of those isolated showers, even some of those heavier downpours closer towards I-65. Looking closer towards Chatham and Millery, some of those isolated showers. Here's where the most active portion is, beginning to move closer towards Sand Hill. So heavy downpours about to be crossing over 63. They're noticing more of those lightning strikes beginning to ramp up. And then looking closer towards Mobile and Baldwin counties, Stockton down towards Bay Minette, isolated showers. If you're traveling over the Bayway, you look north, you'll see some of those over the Delta. And then just on the north side there of Saraland and Satsuma, closer towards Chanchula, heading up closer towards Salco, right along 43 there, noticing more of those moderate to heavy rain showers. Here's timing things out. So we're only going to start to notice more of this coverage ramping up. I mentioned 2 rounds. We've just started our first round. That'll continue heading further on into this evening. More of those isolated cells you see popping up out there. That's what we just need to keep a close eye on. That'll continue later on for this evening. But then that second round, that's going to come into play overnight. Right as soon as you're sleeping, you're winding down for bed, you're going to be asleep once this main line is pushing through, because we're getting closer towards 11 p.m. and it's just now entering into George County, Washington County, Clark County, and then ramps up through Mobile and Baldwin counties just past midnight. So it's going to be so important. Have a way to wake up, especially with the concerns being those gusty straight line winds. We're already dealing with some saturated soil out there where we tracked some of those showers earlier. So power outages are possible from some of those winds moving through. So again, you can live stream our coverage right there in the palm of your hand. Don't even have to get out of bed in case you get that warning, unless it is warranted that you go ahead and get into your safe space. Then you'll want to jump in that bathtub. Plus also you can go ahead and track our coverage there. But the good news, waking up early tomorrow morning, all of this clears out. We do have team coverage here at Fox 10. I'm joined by Chief Meteorologist Jason Smith, along with meteorologist Nicholas Herboso. I'll have more details on these storms coming up in just a little bit. Lee, Shelby.